and specialty gifts. Tonight's ball game is brought to you by Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance.
Exciting news! Mercer Outfitters has a new location in Harrodsburg. We are now located at 320 South College Street. We are your ultimate destination for casual and workwear. Brands ranging from Ariat, Red Wing, Carhartt, Cinch, and many more. Gear up this school year with the new Huey backpack. And of course, we have you covered with a great selection of Ariat jeans. Stop by and shop local. Mercer Outfitters at 320 South College Street.
Hey everybody, this is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited for our new app, Visit Mercer County KY.
Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials.
We are excited about the app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
March into savings in March at your DQ Grill and Chill. Enjoy the $4 breakfast. Choose a chicken gravy burrito or a sausage and biscuit or half-order biscuits and gravy. Comes with a hash brown and drink. Your choice, $4. You'll love the $7 meal deal. Get an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip plus fry, drink, and sundae, all just $7. Kids meals are only $4.69, and seniors 55 and older, ask for your 10% discount off your meal. At your DQ Grill and Chill, we're happy tastes good.
Exciting news! Mercer Outfitters has a new location in Harrodsburg. We are now located at 320 South College Street. We are your ultimate destination for casual and workwear. Brands ranging from Ariat, Red Wing, Carhartt, Cinch, and many more. Gear up this school year with the new Huey backpack. And of course, we have you covered with a great selection of Ariat jeans. Stop by and shop local. Mercer Outfitters at 320 South College Street.
And welcome back. As we get ready to start the ball game here, our starting lineups first for the Danville Lady Admirals. They are 5-1 here so far on the young season, as they are coached by Paul Morris. And so far, we'll go through their wins here in just a second, but the starting lineups leading off, playing first base, number 00 is Ari Kruger. Batting second in center field, number 8, Driana White. Hitting third, the second baseman, J.C. Morse. Batting fourth at shortstop, number 18, Riley Foster. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 52, Brooklyn Watson. Hitting sixth at third base, number 11, Avery Long. Batting seventh, the pitcher, number 12, Isabella Leathers. Hitting eighth, the designated player, number 1, Chloe Watson. And batting ninth in right field, number 15, Abry Gans. The flex player is the left fielder, number 20, Malaysia Cloud. For the Danville Lady Admirals tonight, the Lady Ads are in all black uniforms, white numbers, and white ads across the chest of the jerseys with the black helmets for Danville Lady Admirals. As I said, they're 5-1 on the season. They opened with a victory, 2 wins against Washington County on 2 different dates, 8-4 and 19-2. They followed that up with a 16-1 win over Bergen. Their only loss of this season was back on Saturday, March 21st to Somerset. They fell 12-2. And then last night they played a doubleheader against Owsley County, won both of those games 15-0 and 17-0. So all 5 of their wins have been in run rule type of games. First pitch is low and outside. Misses for ball 1. Pitching tonight for Mercer County is number 24, Reese Ransdell. Second pitch will catch the outside corner, called strike. As first pitch tonight, the weather is 58 degrees here at Mercer County softball field. 1-1 pitch, right down the middle, but actually just a little bit high. He looked like he was going to call a strike, but he did not. 2-1 to count here on the opening batter. Ari Kruger, first baseman for the Lady Ads. takes that pitch, and that one got a called strike on the outside corner. So Kruger was batting left-handed. Now with a 2-2 count, is going to switch over to the right side. Pitch is high, misses up. Full count. Our starting lineups, as always, brought to you by Linda Wilson Realty. Stop in and see them and see why selling. Mercer County is what Linda Wilson Realty does best. And it's a ball 4. So the first batter of the game, Kruger, gets on result of a walk. Hitting second is the center fielder, Driana White, also a left-handed batter. White takes first pitch, strike right down the middle. Just underway, 1 on, nobody out, squares around a bunt and did offer at it and missed. So that's going to be strike 2, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch is swung on and fouled back into the net here. She will stay alive to see another pitch. Lady Titans are 2-2 on the season after getting 2 wins this past Saturday here at the Lady Titan Triangle event. Ransdell pitch is going to miss low and outside to the left-handing hitter White for Danville. Ransdell's pitch is fouled back over the screen down behind the third base dugout. 1-2 the count here on the second batter of the ball game. And Ransdell misses just a little low there. 2-2 the count. Two pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3, first strikeout of the game for freshman Reese Ransdell. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. It's going to bring up the second baseman, number 3, J.C. Morse. Pitch taken low, ball 1. A little bit of wind tonight blowing from right to left field. Pitch is taken for a strike, throw down to first, and the runner gets back in time. 1-1 the count, as on Saturday afternoon here, the wind was blowing from left field to right. A little switch in the wind here tonight. Pitch is lined over the third baseman's head into left field. Sanders picks it up, throws it in, and they got the runner coming home. The throw to the plate is not in time. And she scored all the way from first base. And going to second base on the double will be J.C. Morris with the RBI. As Kruger was on her way to third, the throw come into the cutoff, and she rounded third too far and then just decided to come on. And by the time Music threw home, she was able to outrun it and get to the plate. First run of the board for Danville. Going to bring up the cleanup hitter, the shortstop, number 18, Riley Foster. Line drive hit over top of Emery Thompson at third base and right down the left field line. Sanders got to it quickly, but Kruger with a lot of speed was able to score. Ball fouled at the plate. 1-1 count. 1 out, 1 run in here for the Lady Ads to open the game here, top of the first inning. Ransdell's pitch is swung on and missed. Nice pitch on the outside part of the plate. 1-2 the count. Morse is at second base. Pitch is fouled off on the inside pitch. Back to the backstop. They'll do it again. One-two pitch is swung on and popped high in the air, and the wind will drift that one out of play into the dugout down the third base line. Got that ball way up in the air and could really see the wind move that one as it, the flag standing straight as it's going in that direction. Line drive back up the middle, and it is going to be stopped. They throw back to third, and Morris is able to get back. So base hit for Foster up the middle. Got right to the second base bag, and that's where Ella Davis got to it. But it was not hit real hard, and I think it kind of fooled Ransdell when it came off, and it was almost like a knuckleball. Got hit off the end of the bat, possibly. So the Lady Ads with runners at first and third here, 1 out. Now up to the plate's the catcher, number 52, Brooklyn Watson. Throw down to second, runner does not go. First pitch was a called strike, I believe. One out here in the top of the first. And gets the inside part of the plate on the second pitch, 0-2. Brooklyn Watson, the catcher for the Lady Ads. Mercer infield playing regular depth except for at the corners. Pitch misses short, and runner from first gets to second on the stolen base as Foster moves on to second base with 1 out. Ransdell this time misses too far inside, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that pitch misses high. Full count. Ransdell's pitch, ground ball to short. Music will field it. Looks home, throws to the first, and she is out at first base as Foster advances on to third, and J.C. Morse scores the second run on a RBI ground out by Watson. Two outs. Riley Foster at third base, and now up is the number 6 batter, third baseman number 11, Avery Long. First pitch swinging, strike. Lady Ads have got 2 runs on the board here in the first inning so far on 2 hits and a runner left at third base. As of right now, 2 outs. Ground ball foul as she was late on that pitch and shot it right down the first base line. Just foul. 0-2. 0-2 with 2 outs. Ransdell to the plate, misses high and outside, ball 1. Oh, 2 pitch once again. Hit the right field, right ahead. Jaylee Bowman positioned perfectly, squeezes it for the 3rd out here in the 1st inning. Danville sends 6 players to the plate. They score 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 runner left on after half of an inning. It is the Lady Ads 2 and the Lady Titans coming to bat. And we'll return back after these messages on your hometown radio network.
Tired of the typical dental dread? Step into Dr. Jennifer Nichols' office on North College Street, where every smile starts with comfort and care. Our friendly atmosphere and professional staff ensure you feel at ease from the moment you walk in. Experience a blend of gentleness and expertise that promises the best dental care for your family. Ready to transform your dental experience? Call us for an appointment at 734-5111. With Dr. Nichols, see just how different a dental visit can be.
March into savings in March at your DQ Grill and Chill. Enjoy the $4 breakfast. Choose a chicken gravy burrito or a sausage and biscuit or half-order biscuits and gravy. Comes with a hash brown and drink. Your choice, $4. You'll love the $7 meal deal. Get an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip, plus fry, drink, and sundae, all just $7. Kids' meals are only $4.69, and seniors 55 and older, ask for your 10% discount off your meal. At your DQ Grill and Chill, we're happy tastes good.
All right, and welcome back. Mercer County coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Starting lineups for the Lady Titans. Brought to you by Linda Wilson Realty. Stop in and see them and see why selling Mercer County is what Linda Wilson Realty does best. The Titans batting lineup tonight, leading off in center field, Lily Hart. Batting second at second base, Ella Davis. Hitting third, the right fielder, Jaylee Bowman. Batting cleanup, the shortstop, Ava Music. Hitting fifth at first base, Izzy Carlton. Batting sixth, pitching, freshman Reese Ransdell. Hitting seventh, the catcher, senior Mia Floro. Batting eighth, the senior third baseman, Emery Thompson. And tonight, batting ninth in left field, Jayla Sanders, as Mercer is not using the flex player here tonight. So Titans are 2-2 on the young season, coming to bat for the first time, trailing here 2-0 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. The scoreboard is a service of Thompson Service Center on North Child Street in Harrodsburg. Thompson Service Center has been your 24/7 towing and repair specialist since 1967. First pitch to Hart, ground ball to third. Third baseman throws to first, and outs recorded on the first pitch of the game for Danville as pitcher for the Admirals, Isabella Leathers. It's going to bring up the senior number 34, Ella Davis. Davis swings at the first pitch and fouls it back over top of the screen and the press box area here. Oh, 1 the count. One out here, bottom of the first inning. Leathers' pitch is swung on and hit down the third base line, but it'll be foul as it gets halfway out into the grass, probably about 10 feet foul. 0-2 now the count for Ella Davis. Oh, 2 pitch, misses high and outside. One-two count. Isabella Leathers pitching for the Lady Ads, brings it to the plate, and Davis fouls it off of the backstop down the third baseline. Pitcher gets her sign, gets onto the rubber, brings it to the plate, and Davis hits it down the right field. This is up against the fence on the close to the first base bullpen area. Gets to see another pitch. 1-2, still the count. Don't forget to appreciate and thank Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, the agent here in Harrodsburg. Tonight's ball game on the Hometown Radio Network, sponsored by Mr. Jamie Dunn. Greatly appreciate him and all he does for Mercer County Athletics. This pitch misses high and up, as Jamie's helped us out on the radio sometimes throughout, as doing basketball games, both boys, girls, either one. And also a huge supporter and sponsor on the Hometown Radio Network. Pitch is lined down to third and right into the third base coach's box. So Davis continues to foul off pitches. 2-2 the count now. Nobody on here, bottom of the first. As the sun starts to go down, the temperature will be dropping tonight. Game time, it was 58 degrees. This pitch is lined, one hop to the shortstop. Fields throws, and she is safe at first base. As Davis, nice hustle down the line, outruns it. As the shortstop for Danville, Foster, was playing a little deep, and the ball was a line drive. It wasn't hit tremendously hard, and it took a bounce, and she had to field it off the bounce. But Davis, with hustle, gets the infield single and is on at first for Jaylee Bowman. One on and one out here, bottom of the first for the Lady Titans. Bowman swings and fouls it almost into the Danville dugout down the third baseline. Oh, one count, and this pitch misses wide outside to the left-handed hitting Bowman. 1-1 now the count. This pitch is taken high, and Davis will steal second base without a throw. It's a CC Auto Parts and Service stolen base. That stolen base run by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. And you can get your car running like Ella Davis, stealing second base at CC Auto Parts and Service. Bowman fouls it again down the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. One out here in the bottom of the first. Leathers brings it to the plate, misses low and outside, blocked by the catcher, throws to third, but Davis quickly jumped on that opportunity and was able to get there sliding in. Ball didn't really bounce too far away from her, but any little opportunity there gave Mercer an opportunity to get their second stolen base here in the inning. Stolen base brought to you by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. And that pitch to Bowman is missed. As Davis will come home, Bowman now in a rundown, and she will get back to the base. As Bowman rounded all the way around first base on that ball 4, she collided with the first baseman, then went on to second. The possibly could have been obstruction there. But they end up getting the run as Davis comes home when they threw through to second base on the steal attempt. Now up is cleanup hitter, sophomore, number 18, Ava Music, the shortstop. So Davis scores. Mercer County scores. You can score a job with Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com. 2-1 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Lady Adds with the lead. Change up misses high and inside. Oh, goodness, as catcher throws down to first base on a pickoff attempt, and the first baseman missed it, and it hit Jaylee Bowman right in the right arm, right shoulder there. As she is down on the play. Hard hit. As Bowman is able to now get up, standing on the base, as catcher kind of faked like she was going to throw a couple of times and then finally did throw, and I'm not sure if the first baseman just never saw it, didn't get a good read on it, but she missed it, and it hit Bowman as she was coming back to the base. Two balls and no strikes is the count now on Music. As Bowman's going to stay in the game. It's probably going to leave a nice bruise. Glad to see she's okay. One out here, bottom of the first. Cleanup hitter Ava Music in the box and ready for the pitch. Fouls it off her foot at home plate. Mercer County tonight in the gray uniforms with the blue stripes, red numbers, and blue trim. Blue socks and the blue helmets for the Lady Titans here tonight at home. 2-1 pitch coming up. Music lines it, and that was hard hit, but hooked foul down the third base line. Out in front of that one just a little bit. Count will now go 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bowman on at first base with 1 out. Pitch inside, and she fights it off, and it's foul, as it was only about 3 feet foul down the left field line that time, as the left fielder has moved way over close to the line. And they are pulling her to pull hard, as she's now probably only about 10 feet off of the left field line. 2-2 count with 1 out. Pitch is low, bounces away from the catcher, and Bowman will advance on to second base with another stolen base here in the first inning. Stolen base brought to you by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. You can get your car running like Jaylee Bowman, stealing the base at CC Auto Parts and Service. That pitch also misses inside and bounces away once again. Bowman will go on to third, and Music gets the walk. Back-to-back walks for Mercer County. It's going to bring up the first baseman, junior Izzy Carlton, to the plate. 1 out, runners at first and third. Mercer looking to tie this game up or possibly take a lead here with a big hit. Carlton takes the first pitch inside. They throw down to second. Now they bring it home, And she is safe as she slid underneath the tag. The tag was a little bit high. As the catcher's throw to the shortstop, who was coming running in front of the second base bag, then threw home. But the ball was there, and the ball beat her. But Bowman was able to slide down, and the catcher's tag was high up on her body. So Mercer's tied it up here at 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. As anytime the Titans get runners on base, they are going to make some things happen and be aggressive on the base pass, as they've now scored 2 runs here to tie it up. They'll have Ava Music at second base, still with just 1 out in the inning. And Izzy Carlton at the plate with a 1-ball, no strike count. Just having to put pressure on the defense and make them make some plays, and that's what's been the key so far here in the first inning for Mercer County. Titans just scored a run there with Jaylee Bowman. Every time Mercer scores, you can score a job at nescoresource.com. Carlton takes a pitch on the outside part of the plate called strike, 1-1. Leathers with the sign, steps back to the rugger, brings it home, misses high and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. This first inning is now 30 minutes old and still going. Pitch is going to miss low, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out as Music is at second base for Mercer County. Izzy Carlton should get a good pitch to hit here. Swung and just over the top of it, called, just missed it there, and so it's going to be full, 3-2. Leathers to the plate. Carlton swings, hits it into the outfield. It's going to fall for a hit out in front of right field. As Music will come around, get to third. The throw is way over the catcher's head. And Carlton will advance to second base. So she had to hold up just a little bit to see if it was going to be caught. But the right fielder was not able to get over into right center in time. So Carlton with a single. And she will go to second on a throwing error. So Titans now with Carlton at second, Music at third. That brings up Reese Ransdell. Game tied at 2. Mercer with runners at scoring position. Ransdell swings, ground ball hard to third, bobbles, throws on to first, and that runner is out at first base. But Mercer now comes home with Music, and she will slide in safely. As the throw was back to second base, Music then came home after the out at first and was able to score as the ball got away from the catcher, and Carlton makes it over to third base. So Mercer doing a really good job running the bases. Now we'll have Carlton at third, 3 runs in here in the inning. Mercer scores, and you could score another job with NESCOresource.com. Brings up the 7th hitter, catcher, senior Mia Floro. 2 outs now in the inning. Line drive, base hit into the gap in left center, as it'll roll all the way to the wall, and Floro will get into second, standing with a double. Carlton scores for third on the RBI by Floro with a double to left center field. It's going to bring up the third baseman, number 14, Emery Thompson. Prior to that, we're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher from Mercer County. as Natalie Johnson, number 1, will come in to run for Floro at second base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And Thompson fouls it down the left field line, out of play. First pitch. Two outs now. Pitch is hit high, deep to left field, and back close to the warning track, and the catch is made by the left fielder. And I think she caught part of it with her right bare hand. A little shaken up there, but a nice play by the left fielder for Danville, and that is Malaysia Cloud, as that records the third out here in the first inning. And after one inning, it is Mercer County 4, Danville 2, and we'll return after these messages on your hometown radio network. All right, keep it right here. That was a busy first inning for both teams as Danville opened it up with 2 runs, and Mercer County come back, answered with 4. As the Titans were able to put 4 runs on the board with just 3 hits. Did have 1 runner left on base. Danville committed 1 error there in the inning as Mercer was able to get some runners on base, and it started with the hustle from Ella Davis to beat out the infield single. Stole second base. Was able to get to third base on a also steal. So got into scoring position. Jaylee Bowman walked. And then on a throw down to second, Davis was able to come in and score when Bowman tried to steal. They threw back behind her at first base and actually hit her. So Davis was able to come in and score the first run there. Music then walked. Carlton got a hit to right field, but Music was on second base, unable to score. And then on the ground out to first base by Ransdell, Mercer still had runners in scoring position. So here we go. Top of the second inning now for Danville coming to the plate. It's the pitcher batting 7th, number 12, Isabella Leathers. That pitch misses outside just a bit, so 1 ball, 1 strike the count now to Leathers here opening the second inning. It'll be 7, 8, 9 for Danville. Ransdell outside pitch, got her to chase. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And again, goes outside and gets her to chase after it, and that's a strikeout. Second strikeout here in the game so far for Ransdell. And that's the first out here in the top of the second. It's going to bring up the designated player, number 1, Chloe Watson. Right-handed hitter as Ransdell misses inside. Ball 1. Four to 2. Mercer leading here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard after the first inning. The pitch is high and inside. Got inside on her there, swung and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike count with the 1 out here. Top of the second. Pitch misses low and inside. 2-1. Don't forget, big thanks tonight to Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance here in Harrodsburg for being tonight's radio sponsor. That pitch is up in the strike zone, but is able to get Watson to chase it. Count 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Ransdell, that one is a little low on outside. So count runs full. Third full count that she has faced here tonight going through the first 8 batters. Three-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Catcher hangs on to it for the second strikeout here in the second inning. Good pitch and a nice location on the inside part of the plate. Was able to get in on Watson a couple of times there. So it's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, number 15, the right fielder, Avery Gans. Ransdell's first pitch is a nice one, called strike 1. Two down here in the second for the Lady Ads. Pitch is hit high in the air, foul territory, and Sanders was coming on. She was the only one going to have a chance to get to it, as just when she stepped into the gravel area, unable to get there in time. So no balls and 2 strikes on the number 9 hitter Gans with 2 outs here in the second. The pitch hit back up the middle, slow roller to Music, has to hurry, and the throw is not in time. It hits Gans as she ran past the base. Gans will turn and get to second base, as that was going to be a base hit, I believe, anyway. With the speed of Gans, it was a slow roller, so it's going to be a base hit, but the throwing error will allow her to advance to second base. And it'll bring back to the top of the lineup, 00 Ari Kruger to the plate. First error of the night for Mercer County. Two outs, pitch to Kruger, high and up, ball 1. Lady Titans leading 4-2 here in the second. That pitch misses low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Kruger, who scored the first run for Danville after getting on with a walk and scored all the way from first base on a double down the left field line. Pitch is taken for a strike. Two outs here. Top of the second inning. The pitch to Kruger is fouled up and out of play back over the first base side of the dugout. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Still got some fans coming in here tonight to the ball game. Good chance to get out here. It's not too cold right now. Still temperature hanging up around the mid-50s. That pitch misses low and away, and Gans is able to scoot on to third base. Wild pitch. And a stolen base for Gans to advance to third now with 2 outs. 3-2 count on Ari Kruger, the leadoff hitter. Pitch is grounded to Thompson at third. Throws on to first to Carlton. And that retires the side. Danville, runner left on base after 1 hit, no runs, 1 Mercer County error. And after 1.5, it's the Lady Titans 4, Lady Ads of Danville 2. And we'll come back after these messages on your hometown radio network.
Want your next project to turn out right? Then stop in and see the helpful hardware people at Ace Hardware. We carry practically everything from A to Z in hardware supplies, including ladders, nails, hand and power tools, interior and exterior paint and supplies, lawn and garden equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, and so much more. No matter what your needs, Ace Hardware has it. We also offer expert key cutting service as well as screen repairs.
Located in Harrodsburg on College Street across from Dairy Queen.
The second inning as Mercer puts up a 0 on the scoreboard there defensively. Good play on the ground ball to third there as Emery Thompson throws out to Speedy Kruger at first base to retire the side. Ransdell got 2 strikeouts and gave up a single to shortstop as Danville was able to leave 1 runner on base. For Mercer coming up here, it'll be 9-1-2. Jayla Sanders, the left fielder, senior, will lead it off for Mercer County. She'll be followed by the top of the order of Lily Hart and Ella Davis. Titans are leading 4-2 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Again, great night and an opportunity to come out and see the Lady Titans play here tonight at home against Danville. We will also be back on Thursday night at 6 p.m. where Mercer County entertains Anderson County here at home. That game will be brought to you by Dr. Jennifer Nichols Dentistry in Harrodsburg. 2 games this week on the Hometown Radio Network. First pitch to Sanders is high and over the catcher's head, all the way back to the backstop. Ball 1. Mercer sent 8 players to the plate in the first inning. 4 runs scored and 1 runner left on base. That pitch also high and up, 0-2. Two balls, no strikes here to the first batter as Sanders takes a pitch down in the zone, and it's 3-0. Fake bunt and gets away from the catcher as Sanders will reach first base with a walk here to lead off the second inning. It's a third walk in the inning for Mercer County. Back to the top of the order, and Lily Hart, she hit the first pitch of the game for Mercer offensively right to the third baseman on a 1 hop and was thrown out 5-3 to start the game for the Titans. Leathers brings it, and throw down to second on the steal is not in time as Sanders gets there. Pitch was high for a ball. Jayla Sanders steals second base for Mercer County, and that's brought to you by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. You can get your car running like Jayla Sanders at CC Auto Parts and Service. Runner on second with nobody out here in the second. Top of the order for Mercer. Hard at the plate. Takes the pitch just a little bit up, and that's 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch to Hart, who shows bunt. Pulls it back. Ball is bobbled by the catcher, and very quickly Jayla Sanders over at third base with another stolen base. Brought to you by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. Get your car running like Jayla Sanders at CC Auto Parts and Service. So Sanders at third. 3-0 the count to Hart, who's going to show bunt. That pitch misses high and up And Hart will hit first base and go towards second. The pitcher now throws to second, but Hart slides in quickly. And Coach Morse from Danville not very happy, and he hurriedly comes out to the pitcher's mound to have a conference with his infielders with how they're going to have to defend that play, because anytime you have a runner on third with a walk, that a lot of times means that runner is going to hit first base and try to go second and try to force a throw to second base, and then the runner on third with a possibility of getting in to score. We've seen Mercer score from that position already once tonight. That time they got it back to the pitcher, and the pitcher turned and threw to second, but the throw was too high, and Hart made it all the way to second base after the walk. So second and third, nobody out here in the second. Brings up Ella Davis. Davis scored the first run for Mercer County. Pitch hit hard to center field, deep, right at the center fielder. She makes the catch, and Sanders will tag and come on in to score. Fifth run of the game for Mercer County, and every time Mercer County scores, you can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com. RBI for Ella Davis on the sacrifice fly to center field. Ball was well hit. Brings up Bowman with one out. Hart out at second base. First pitch is a ball high. There's a pitch to Bowman, misses, and it gets through the catcher's legs and quickly Hart all the way to third base again. With another runner at third for Mercer County. 2-0 now the count, as interesting conversation going on up here in the booth as pitch to Bowman, hard ground ball to second, right at her, turns and throws to first base to get the out, but Hart comes in to score another Mercer run. It's an RBI ground out for Bowman. Outs recorded 4-3 as Lily Hart scores, and every time Mercer scores, you can score a job at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com. Titans now with 6 runs on the board. Bases empty for the shortstop, Ava Music. As I was saying there, Todd, my radio partner for basketball and football, he does the PA announcing here at the girls softball game because obviously his daughter plays. That hard ball that she hit to deep center field straight away was very well hit. He said that if the bat wasn't broke, it might have been a home run. Well, Dad needs to buy her a new bat. Fly ball out into right center, and it is dropped by the outfielder. Music scooting all the way around second will slide in safely to third base as the center fielder had to go a long way over into right center field to get to that ball and just couldn't quite get there as it went off the end of her glove. And Music ends up at third base with 2 outs. Carlton coming up to the plate. That'll go down for a triple for Music. She is standing at third with 2 outs. Carlton, hard hit ball in between the shortstop and third baseman in the left field for a single and an RBI. Ava Music scores for third base, and Mercer County has scored another run. Each time the Titans score, you can score a job now at Nesco Resource, nescoresource.com. Izzy Carlton with her second hit of the night. This one a single to left field and an RBI as Mercer is now on top 7-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. Reese Ransdell up to the plate. Grounded out in the first inning. Takes pitch inside, ball one. Two outs in the inning for the Lady Titans. Leathers comes to the plate, and Ransdell pops it up, but it's going to go back behind us here at the press box and out of play. 1-1 to count. Ransdell back into the box, 2 outs. Pitch misses low and inside, bobbled just a little bit. Nice job of the catcher to keep it in front, but Carlton quick enough and aggressive enough to be on to second base. Ground ball, third base foul down the left field line. 2-2 will be the count now with 2 outs here in the second. Reese Ransdell gets back into the batter's box. Runner on second base looking for an RBI. Takes the pitch inside and off the plate, and the count will go full. Only the second full count for Mercer batter here tonight. 3-2 pitch taken and bobbled just a little bit. Catcher picks it up quickly as Ransdell reaches base with a walk. So runners will be at first and second for Mia Floro, as Floro had an RBI double back in the first inning to left center field. And Mercer will get a courtesy runner for the pitcher. See who that is here just in a second. Number 9, Brooklyn Baker is the courtesy runner. So Floro steps in with 2 outs. Pitch to the plate is just a little short. Ball 1. Actually, looks like he called it a strike. Two outs, bottom of the second. Pitch inside to Floro. It's going to even the count up 1-1. Lady Titans 7, Lady Ads of Danville 2. Here on your hometown radio network. Pitch to Floro. Taken once again just a little low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Leathers to the plate. Floro lines it into center field. Base hit. Carlton will come around second and will score standing up. And Baker, and now she's going to try to score, and she is out at the plate as Baker stopped going around third, but they looked like they were going to try to get Floro coming around first base. And when they saw that, Baker tried to score, but the throw home gets her at home plate. So the run counts as Carlton scores the 4th run of the inning. And after 2 innings of play, it's Mercer County 8, Danville 2. Back after these messages on your hometown radio network.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
The Barbershop in Harrodsburg is operated by Darren Ransdell. It's a place where you can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or even the weather. Located on North College next to Mendemar, the Barbershop offers haircuts of any style, and they can keep your beard trimmed when you ought to visit them. The Barbershop is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and also Saturday, 7:30 to noon. Darren and everyone from the Barbershop hope you enjoy the grand old Mercer County Fair and Horse Show. You'll always get great service at the Barbershop here in Harrodsburg.
And welcome back as we'll come here to start the third inning of play, as the first two innings here tonight is taken right at 1 hour to play, as Mercer scored 4 runs in both innings. Danville scored 2 in the top of the first, so it's 8-2 as Mercer has 8 runs and 6 hits, and Danville with 2 runs and 3 hits here so far on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. Floral with the big RBI. Single to center field. That's her second RBI of the night, as Carlton came around to score from second. Baker, the courtesy runner for Mercer, had got to third on the play and then decided to try to go home as they were looking at throwing back to first base, but did not get there in time. It was out at the plate 8-6-2 on the play. So Admirals here to the plate, top of the third inning. Two, 3, and 4. Center fielder Driana White leads it off here in the third inning. Swinging miss on a slap attempt. So no balls and 2 strikes here to start the third inning. On deck is Morris, who doubled in the first inning to get an RBI and a runner in. Pitch misses just a little bit low. Ball 1. 1-2 the count on the center fielder White for Danville here, leading off the third inning. Pitch to the plate is just a little off on the outside to the left-handed batter, Driana White. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This pitch misses a little further outside, so full count. That will be the 5th batter so far of the game that Ransdell has gone full count with out of 11 attempts, and that one ends up being a walk as White takes that pitch outside, ball 4. So speed on the base pass for Danville. Bring up J.C. Morse. Double and an RBI in the first. Second walk of the game for Danville, shows a fake bunt, pulls it back. As White is back to first base, and that pitch was called a strike. 0-1. Pitch from Ransdell, low and outside, ball 1. J.C. Morris is the second baseman, batting third in the order for the Lady Ads. Counts 1-1. Pitch to the plate, low and outside, and a throw down to second is not in time as White gets the steal. I think she caught Mercer off guard there just a little bit. Floral was a little late getting the throw down to second base. So stolen base number 2 of the night for Danville as Driana White now in scoring position with nobody out here in the first inning. And Coach Ransdell from Mercer County is going to go to the pitching mound with a consult with his infielders. It's 8-2 Mercer here in the top of the third inning. Nobody out. As the umpire is going to start to walk out towards the mound. But we're going to have a pitching change here. As Ava Music will take the rubber for Mercer County. The shortstop will move over and pitch here now in the third inning as Ransdell will move to shortstop. As Music came in and pitched some the other night in the second part of the game. And Saturday here at Mercer County, as I believe she filled in for Ransdell in that ball game, but it was a little later than the third inning. Can't remember if it was, I think maybe in the fifth. So the infield now for the Lady Titans will be Carlton still at first, Ella Davis still at second, Emery Thompson still your third baseman, as Ava Music and Reese Ransdell change positions, pitching and shortstop for the Lady Titans, with Floro still as the catcher, Bowman in right, Hart in center, and Sanders in left field. So Music will come on to take on a 2-1 count here to J.C. Morse. Pitch to the plate is just a little up and outside, 3-1. 8-2, Mercer County on top here on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard, as Danville is batting here in the top of the third. Pitch to Morris is swung on and foul back into the screen, so it's going to be a full count. As this is the 12th batter of the game here so far for Danville, and this will be the 6th, the full count that the Lady Ads have had against Mercer County pitching here in the first 2+ innings. 3-2, nobody out, runner at second base. Pitch to Morse. Swung on and hit hard right down past third base coaching box there. Just a bit out in front of it that time. Three-two pitch once again from Ava Music. Music misses just a little low over the plate, but just a little bit down, and that's a walk. Second walk here in the inning to the first two batters, and the Ads now have runners at first and second. Bring up the cleanup hitter, the shortstop Riley Foster, singled back up the middle in the first. Music to the plate, called strike on the outside corner to the right-handed hitter Foster. One out, and Music's pitch swung on and popped up on the infield as Bowman coming on makes the catch in short right field right before the foul line and almost right before the dirt. as Carlton got turned around. Bowman playing shallow right field was able to come on and make the catch. So that'll go down as a F9 with the outfielder making the play. First out of the inning, still runners at first and second. Now up to the plate's number 52, the catcher, Brooklyn Watson. Grounded to short, shows bunt, pulls it back. Runner going to third, they throw down there, and she is out. As Watson showed a fake bunt. Looked like White might have got a late jump, but the putout will go Floro to Ransdell covering for the out at third base as Morse now moves up to second base, and there's two runners out here in the inning. Pitch to Watson. Strike on the outside corner. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Danville had runners at first and second, nobody out with a cleanup hitter up. And now we got 2 outs. To the plate. Runner going to third, throw down, and she is out. Thompson with the tag right on the base, and Morris is called out at third base on the stolen base attempt, which will end the inning. Danville with no runs, no hits. And Mercer County will come to bat here in the bottom of the third. Titans lead it 8-2 on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard. And we'll come back after these messages on your hometown radio network.
Want your next project to turn out right? Then stop in and see the helpful hardware people at Ace Hardware. We carry practically everything from A to Z in hardware supplies, including ladders, nails, hand and power tools, interior and exterior paint and supplies, lawn and garden equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, and so much more. No matter what your needs, Ace Hardware has it. We also offer expert key cutting service as well as screen repairs.
Located in Harrodsburg on College Street across from Dairy Queen.
Hey everybody, this is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited for our new app, Visit Mercer County KY.
Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials.
We are excited about the app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
All right, welcome back. Just putting that down here in the scorebook, and I'm not sure that I've ever seen that before, but the first 2 runners, the first 2 batters here in the top of the third for Danville, both reached on by way of walks, as White walked first, stole second, then Morris walked, and they had runners at first and second. The first out of the inning was made by the next hitter, who popped out to the right fielder. And then the leadoff hitter, White, who was on second base, then tried to steal on a fake bunt. She was thrown out at third base, but in doing so, the other runner, Morse, advanced up to second. Here's a line drive, base hit to center field to lead off the third. Emery Thompson with a hit for Mercer County. Single for Thompson to start the bottom of the third. But anyway, what I was saying was White was thrown out at third base, 2-6 with the shortstop covering third as the third baseman was coming in on the fake bunt. And then after Morse got to second, she was thrown out 2-5 with Thompson putting the tag. So 2 runners thrown out at third base for Danville in that inning. No runs, no hits, no runners were left on base. So we go to the bottom of the third here. Titans lead it off with Thompson with a base hit, their 7th hit of the night. And now the number 9 batter, senior Jayla Sanders. She walked and scored back in the second inning to lead it off. Swing, short roller down to second base. Second baseman Morse throws on to first for the out as Thompson will advance to second base. First out of the inning. Back to the top of the order will be Lily White. White grounded out to third and walked and scored a run in the second. It's 8-2, Mercer County on top. Titans have scored 4 runs in both of the first 2 innings. Thompson out at second base. Pitch to Hart. Check swing fouled back to the screen. 0-1. Swung on, ground ball, left side. Third baseman Fields throws on to first. Not in time as the speedy Hart beats it out. And Thompson advances to third on the ground ball. So Mercer with runners at first and third, 1 out to Ella Davis, as Davis had a single and scored a run in the first and a sacrifice fly RBI in the second. So I think Mercer will put it on a steal attempt here with the speedy Hart on at first base. Pitch to Davis, swung on and fouled back over the screen, strike 1. One out here in the bottom of the third. Mercer leading 8-2. Runners on the base pass at first and third. Leathers gets the sign and steps up to the rubber. Brings it to the plate, high. And this time they don't throw to second, they throw back to third as Hart will get the stolen base onto second base. Stolen base is run by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. Get your car running like Lily Hart at CC Auto Parts and Service. Second and third now, 1 out. Davis swings and lifts it into left field. Left fielder coming on. Shortstop going out. She can't make the play. Thompson will come on in to score, and Hart will advance to third. As Ella Davis with the outfield fly there that could not be caught. It's going to go down as a hit. And an RBI for Davis. As Thompson scored from third, she was waiting to see the tag up, but she scored. Now you have Hart on at third, Davis at second, and Jaylee Bowman up to the plate. First pitch is a called strike. Bowman walked and scored in the first and had an RBI ground out in the second. Takes it outside. Got away from the catcher just a little bit, but didn't go far enough. 1-1 the count with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Titans now on top 9-2. And the pitch is just a little outside as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bowman line drive past the first baseman into right field as Hart scores, and Davis comes around from second to score on the 2 RBI single by Jaylee Bowman. 3 RBIs in the game for her here tonight. As Hart scored from third and Ella Davis scores from second base. Every time Mercer Lady Titans score, you can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com. 3 more runs here in the inning, and the Titans now lead at 11-2. As Coach Morris is on for, looks like a couple of substitutions here. As they're just switching up some positions, looks like, as coming into pitch is going to be 00 Ari Kruver, who was the first baseman, as she will now come on to pitch. Watson will still be the catcher. Moving to first base is going to be the center fielder, Driana White. And looks like Leathers has gone to shortstop. Trying to see how everybody else moved around. Foster, the shortstop, has gone to center field. So it'll be Driana White at first base. J.C. Morris is at second base. Avery Long is still at third base. Actually, I'm sorry, as Leathers has gone to right field. She was the pitcher. She's now gone to right field. And trying to see who the center fielder is. We can see the number. Foster is still at short. So Foster's at short, Long's at third, Morse at second. The only change in the infield was White moved from center field to first base. Kruver went from first base to pitching. Leathers went to right field. And the right fielder Gans has moved to center field. All right, I think we got that squared away. That brings up Ava Music for Mercer County here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch to Music is changeup, misses outside. It's going to be ball and a strike. This will be Music's third plate appearance here in the first 3 innings. That pitch misses inside, 2-1. Walked and scored in the first inning, had a triple and scored in the second inning. Bowman on at first base. Pitch to Music, lined down the right field line, but it goes foul. Just a little late on that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, Mercer County 11 and Danville Lady Ads 2 here at Mercer County High School. Kruger toes the rubber, brings it plateward, and a called strike 3. A very delayed strikeout. Called strike 3 looking. First strikeout of the night for Mercer County. As a good pitch from Kruger. There's now 2 outs in the inning with Bowman on first. Brings up Carlton. Carlton 2 singles and an RBI so far. First pitch is a ball. Pitch to Carlton, high. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Kruger gets the sign. Ready for the 2-0 pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner. Might have been just a little bit high, but umpire gives her that pitch. So it's 2-1 with 2 outs. Kruger's pitch inside. They throw behind Bowman, and she just turns and keeps on going and goes to first base. Or excuse me, goes to second base. Really was getting in a very extended lead. And that time the catcher didn't hesitate, threw straight to first after catching the pitch. And Bowman just went straight on to second base for another stolen base for Mercer County. 3-1 the count to Carlton. Carlton takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stolen base by Jaylee Bowman, brought to you by CC Auto Parts and Service. Carlton swings and fouls off the break-even pitch. CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. You can get your car running like Jaylee Bowman at CC Auto Parts and Service. 3-2, 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. Carlton looking to drive in another run possibly. And she swings defensively there on a jammed pitch and pops it back up over the screen and out of play. 11-2, Mercer on top here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Kruger steps to the rubber and brings the pitch home. Misses high and outside. Bowman going to third. The throw is there, and she is out. As Bowman caught stealing, trying to go to third base, is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. As Mercer gets 3 runs on the board with 3 hits in the inning, 1 runner left on base. And at the end of 3, it's Mercer 11 and Danville 2. We'll come back after these messages on your hometown radio network.
The Barbershop in Harrodsburg is operated by Darren Rainsdell. It's a place where you can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or even the weather. Located on North College next to Minimark, the Barbershop offers haircuts of any style, and they can keep your beard trimmed. Well, be ought to visit them. The Barbershop is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and also Saturday, 7:30 to noon. Darren and everyone from the Barbershop hope you enjoy the grand old Mercer County Fair and Horse Show. You'll always get great service at the Barbershop here in Harrodsburg.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that does more than just hand you a prescription in a paper bag? A pharmacist who knows you and your family members on a first-name basis? Thompson's Pharmacy is a family and locally owned independent pharmacy that provide exactly that every day. Thompson's Pharmacy will deliver, package your medicine, and to assist you more, they have a clinic available in the store. Open weekdays 9 till 7 and Saturdays 9 to noon. Thompson's Pharmacy in Harrodsburg, North College Street.
All right, we got 3 innings in the books and almost an hour and a half and just about 30 minutes per inning as Ava Music back onto the mound for Mercer County with her 2nd inning of pitching here. Mercer leading at 11-2 as we go to the 4th inning. After 3 innings, it's a 15-run rule, which we don't have that here tonight. But after 4 innings, and then after 5 innings, it becomes a 10-run rule possibility. So Titans currently leading 11-2 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard. As we go to the 4th inning, leading off will be Brooklyn Watson. She was actually at the plate when the runner was thrown out at third base. And she will start over with a fresh count here, leading off the top of the 4th. Pitch popped up as Davis goes out, and Davis and the right fielder run into each other. Davis is able to hang on to it and make the catch to record the first out. As Watson will fly out to the second baseman, just a few steps out into the grass. One out. It brings up third baseman Avery Long. She flied out to right field in the first inning. And hits that one foul over top of the Mercer County dugout. 0-1. Couple of changes for Mercer County as we'll get those for you here as we go along. Music to the plate, swung on and missed. Playing first base now for Mercer County is Hallie Ransdell. Oh-2 pitch from Ava Music is hit right up the middle, past the pitcher and into center field for a base hit. Long with her first hit of the night, single to center. 1 on and 1 out here in the fourth. Long at first base will bring up Isabella Leathers. Strikeout in the second inning. The first pitch misses outside for a ball. One out here, top of the fourth. Mercer 11, Danville 2 on your hometown radio network. Pitch is bunted at and missed. Strike one. Pitch is taken ball, throw down to second, and runner is safe as Ransdell bobbled the ball just a bit, and Long gets a stolen base for Danville. She'll be at second base with 1 out. That'll be their third stolen base of the night. Strike was the call to Leathers. She's now facing a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Music to the plate. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good pitch in the fourth K of the night for the Mercer County pitching duo of Ransdell and Music. 2 outs with Avery Long out at second base. That's going to bring up Chloe Watson, the designated player. And that pitch is taken for a strike right on the outside corner. 0-1. One pitch from Music is swung on and fouled off the end of the bat. 0-2 with 2 outs here in the fourth. Music gets the sign and ready to bring the pitch. Does so, and it's lined foul down the first base line and into right field. So count remains 0-2. Music's pitch, change up, and a beautiful pitch gets her swinging on the inside part of the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts in the inning for Danville here in the third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. And after 3.5 innings, it's Mercer County 11, Danville 2. And we'll come back after these messages on your hometown radio network.
Tired of the typical dental dread? Step into Dr. Jennifer Nichols' office on North College Street, where every smile starts with comfort and care. Our friendly atmosphere and professional staff ensure you feel at ease from the moment you walk in. Experience a blend of gentleness and expertise that promises the best dental care for your family. Ready to transform your dental experience? Call us for an appointment at 734-5111. With Dr. Nichols, see just how different a dental visit can be.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local Shelter Insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
So welcome back to Mercer County High School here, the softball field. As the sun starts to set back off into the west, we'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning on your hometown radio network. Tonight's ballgame brought to you by Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance here in Harrodsburg as the radio sponsor for tonight's game. Really appreciate all the help that Jamie gives us here at the hometown radio throughout the season, both for basketball and softball as well. Titans will come up here in the bottom of the fourth as Mercer leads it 11-2. 10 hits on the night for Mercer County with quite a few walks as well. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, for Mercer County, it'll be Reese Ransdell leading it off. She is 0 for 1 so far on the night. Grounded out to third in the first inning, walked in the second inning, and got to third base, but was thrown out trying to come home on a hit. So she'll lead it off here in the bottom of the fourth. Kruger on the mound for Danville. Took over in the last inning. First pitch swung on, popped up right to the shortstop as Foster makes the catch on 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. As coming up to the plate to hit for Floro will be number 1, Natalie Johnson. Johnson takes first pitch outside, ball 1, left-handed batter. Junior Natalie Johnson getting her first plate appearance here tonight. Change up just a little bit low. It's going to be the call on it as it took a while to get there. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here, bottom of the fourth. Johnson swings at the outside pitch as she's trying to slap at it. And it's 1-2. Or excuse me, 2-1 now the count. One out here in the fourth. That pitch is going to be a called strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Johnson digs in, waits on the pitch, and swings at it and misses. Strikeout for Kruger for Danville. Be the second strikeout of the night for Mercer County. 2 coming here since Kruger come on to the game. 2 outs here in the fourth. Brings up number 15, Bella Rector, sophomore, will hit for Emery Thompson. Line drive down the first base line. It's fair. And Rector will hit the bag and bring it to a stop right there as she'll get a hit down the first base line. Base hit for Bella Rector. First baseman playing just a little bit off the bag, and he got right past her. It's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Jayla Sanders, with one on, 2 outs. Sanders takes the first pitch for a ball. On the night so far, she walked and scored a run in the second and grounded out to the second baseman in the third inning. Kruger to the plate. Pitch on the outside corner, strike called. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. As Rector going to second base on the steal attempt, and she is thrown out at second base. That'll bring it into the inning here in the bottom of the 4th. Mercer scoreless for the first time tonight. We'll go to the 5th. It's the Titans 11 and Danville 2. Back after these messages on your hometown radio network.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that does more than just hand you a prescription in a paper bag? A pharmacist who knows you and your family members on a first-name basis? Thompson's Pharmacy is a family and locally owned independent pharmacy that provide exactly that every day. Thompson's Pharmacy will deliver, package your medicine, and to assist you more, they have a clinic available in the store. Open weekdays 9 till 7 and Saturdays 9 to noon. Thompson's Pharmacy in Harrodsburg, North College Street.
Exciting news! Mercer Outfitters has a new location in Harrodsburg. We are now located at 320 South College Street. We are your ultimate destination for casual and workwear. Brands ranging from Ariat, Red Wing, Carhartt, Cinch, and many more. Gear up this school year with the new Huey backpack. And of course, we have you covered with a great selection of Ariat jeans. Stop by and shop local. Mercer Outfitters at 320 South College Street.
All right, as we come back here to action to start the 5th inning, leading off for Danville, number 15, Avery Gans. First pitch for Music is swung on and missed. Gans singled in the second inning, and now up for her second time here tonight. Leading off the 5th, bunts, and it's just a little bit foul down the first baseline. No balls, 2 strikes the count. O2 pitch from Music. Popped and fouled up over the screen. And she will stay alive to see another pitch. Gans, the number 9 hitter, as Danville will get back to the top of the lineup. First, that pitch is hit down the left field line, and it'll fall for a hit right around the left field line. Quickly picked up and thrown in. And it'll go down as a single for Gans, her second hit of the night to the left fielder. It's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Ari Kruger. As she walked and scored a run in the first, grounded out to third in the second. Kruger squares to bunt, pulls back, takes the pitch. Ball 1. Music to the plate. Strike on the... Oh no, he did not call it a strike. Missed on the outside, so 2-0. Pitch got what is called for a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Top of the 5th inning, Mercer 11, Danville 2. Pitch is swung on and missed outside. Fastball thrown by Kruger. 2-2 now the count. 1 out here in the 5th inning. White on at first base for Danville as Music delivers to the plate. Hit in the air to the outfield. Center fielder hard over into left field, or left center field, excuse me, makes the catch and gets it back into the infield quickly as Kruger is retired on a fly out to the center field. Going to bring up the center fielder, Driana White, and she was struck out in the 1st inning and walked in the 3rd inning. First pitch is a bunt down the 3rd baseline, foul. One out here in the 5th, a runner at first. White back in the box. Pitch misses low and outside. 1-1 the count. One pitch from Music is swung on, grounded to first, and a short hop gets by Ransdell as goes into foul territory, and Mercer picks it up, gets it back in, but runners on 1st and 2nd now. That'll go down as an E3 on the ground ball to first.
Next up, number 3, Jason Morse.
Runners at 1st and 2nd, J.C. Morris up. 1 out. Pitch is called strike on the outside part of the plate. Morris doubled and scored with an RBI there on the double in the 1st inning, and then walked back in the 3rd inning, but was thrown out at 3rd base on a steal attempt. 1 out here in the 5th. The pitch misses outside a little too far that time. 1-1 the count. A lot of speed on the base pass for the Lady Admirals as Gans is at 2nd base, White at 1st base. The pitch hit right back to Music on a line drive, throws to first, and it gets past Ransdell. Both runners will move up as it goes out of play. And they're going to say the runner's going to have to go back to 3rd. So on the line drive to Music for the out, that was the 2nd out of the inning. She turned and threw to 1st base to Ransdell, but the throw was short, and it got past Ransdell and went into the dugout area, so the runners could move up 1 base. So 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. First pitch to Foster is a ball on the outside part of the plate. So Danville now with Gans at 3rd. She would have scored if it hadn't went in the dugout. Here's a pop-up foul over the 1st base dugout. Yeah, I mean, Gans would have definitely scored. White would be standing on 3rd, but now they're 2nd and 3rd. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Music toes the rubber. Comes playward. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. DQ Grill and Chill called. Third strike for Mercer County. DQ Hot Eats and Cool Treats at the Dairy Queen here in Harrodsburg on that called strike 3. Brings it into the 5th inning. 4.5 innings in the books. It's Mercer County 11, Danville 2 as we'll come back after these messages on your hometown radio network.
Hey everybody, this is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited for our new app, Visit Mercer County KY.
Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials.
We are excited about the app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
March into savings in March at your DQ Grill and Chill. Enjoy the $4 breakfast. Choose a chicken gravy burrito or a sausage and biscuit or half-order biscuits and gravy. Comes with a hash brown and drink. Your choice, $4. You'll love the $7 meal deal. Get an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip plus fry, drink, and sundae, all just $7. Kids' meals are only $4.69, and seniors 55 and older, ask for your 10% discount off your meal at your DQ Grill and Chill, where happy tastes good.
All right, as we come up here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Mercer County, Titans will have a couple of new hitters, looks like, coming up to bat here as Mercer leads at 11-2. As Kruger for Mercer County is back out there for another inning of, or excuse me, for Danville's back out for another inning of work. Hayden Houston is going to be the hitter here, number 8. Houston is a freshman leading off here. As for Mercer County, she is batting in place of Jaylee Sanders. First pitch is a ball. One-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded towards second. Second baseman over towards second, throws quickly to first base to get the put out here to open the 5th inning. First out of the inning. Ground ball to second by Hayden Houston. Back to the top of the lineup, junior Lily Hart, the center fielder, will bat here. She is 1 for 2 on the night. 2 runs scored with a single and a walk. First pitch grounded back up the middle, and that one will sneak through into center field. Hart with another hit on the single to center, her second hit of the night. Batting now for Mercer County is an 8th grader, number 13, Aubrey Palmer, as she will hit for Ella Davis. First pitch foul down the third baseline. And 0-1 count with 1 out. Mercer leading at 11-2 here in the 5th inning. Score a run and could bring this game to an end. Pitch, changeup taken, throw down to second, not in time, as Hart will steal the base. Every time Mercer County steals a base, it is brought to you by CC Auto Parts and Service on Louisville Road. You can get your car running like Lily Hart at CC Auto Parts and Service. Pitch to Palmer is fouled back into the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hart at second base. Pitch from Kruger misses low and outside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Thompson Service Center scoreboard shows Mercer County 11, Danville 2. The pitch, changeup, waited on it and fouled it off to the right side. Good at bat here from Aubrey Palmer. Making a lot of contact, and that time saw that changeup, waited back on it, but just waited a little too long. Palmer swings and fouls it at the plate. Hangs in there with a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Two pitch coming here to Palmer. Swung on, grounded towards third. Third baseman throws to first, and Hart moves on to third. Rounded third quite a bit there. Thought about coming home, but changed her mind as the out is recorded by the third baseman there, as Palmer will be out 5-3, and that's the second out of the inning. Now batting for Mercer County will be number 9, Brooklyn Baker, batting for Jaylee Bowman. As the winning run is out at third base, if Mercer could get it in. Two outs here in the 5th. First pitch is taken as a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, two outs here in the inning. Change up. Called strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. So Baker's got to protect it up here. The 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled over top of the third base dugout. 11-2, Mercer with the lead here, trying to get the 12th run in here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kruger with the pitch. Swung on, hit to left field, and it'll drop into left field for a single as Hart rounds third base and comes in to score. And that will be the game as Mercer completes the 1 run they need there to make it a run rule game here in the bottom of the 5th inning on the single by Brooklyn Baker with a really good at bat after going down 0-2. It's a single and the RBI to left field to close out the ball game. Hart will come in and score her 3rd run of the night, and when she scored, that was the run rule. As Mercer County scores, you can score a job at nescoresource.com. All right, we'll tally up the stats. We'll send it back to the studio, come back and wrap it up here on your hometown radio network. Final score is 12-2 Mercer County, and let's come back in 3 minutes on your hometown radio network.
Exciting news! Mercer Outfitters has a new location in Harrodsburg. We are now located at 320 South College Street. We are your ultimate destination for casual and workwear. Brands ranging from Ariat, Red Wing, Carhartt, Cinch, and many more. Gear up this school year with the new Huey backpack. And of course, we have you covered with a great selection of Ariat jeans. Stop by and shop local. Mercer Outfitters at 320 South College Street.
Tired of the typical dental dread? Step into Dr. Jennifer Nichols' office on North College Street, where every smile starts with comfort and care. Our friendly atmosphere and professional staff ensure you feel at ease from the moment you walk in. Experience a blend of gentleness and expertise that promises the best dental care for your family. Ready to transform your dental experience? Call us for an appointment at 734-5111. With Dr. Nichols, see just how different a dental visit can be.
March into savings in March at your DQ Grill and Chill. Enjoy the $4 breakfast. Choose a chicken gravy burrito or a sausage and biscuit or half-order biscuits and gravy. Comes with a hash brown and drink. Your choice, $4. You'll love the $7 meal deal. Get an original cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip plus fry, drink, and sundae, all just $7. Kids' meals are only $4.69, and seniors 55 and older, ask for your 10% discount off your meal. At your DQ Grill and Chill, where happy tastes good.
Want your next project to turn out right? Then stop in and see the helpful hardware people at Ace Hardware. We carry practically everything from A to Z in hardware supplies, including ladders, nails, hand and power tools, interior and exterior paint and supplies, lawn and garden equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, and so much more. No matter what your needs, Ace Hardware has it. We also offer expert key cutting service as well as screen repairs.
Located in Harrodsburg on College Street across from Dairy Queen.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
The Barbershop in Harrodsburg is operated by Darren Ransdell. It's a place where you can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or even the weather. Located on North College next to Mendemar, the Barbershop offers haircuts of any style, and they can keep your beard trimmed. We'll be out to visit them. The Barbershop is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and also Saturday, 7:30 to noon. Darren and everyone from the Barbershop hope you enjoy the grand old Mercer County Fair and Horse Show. You'll always get great service at the Barbershop here in Harrodsburg.
And welcome back as we get back here to the press box at Mercer County High School, our post-game wrap-up report. As the post-game wrap-up report brought to you by the good folks at Custom Promotional Products of Harrodsburg, 120 East Lexington Street. They're the official sponsor of the Hometown Radio Network and your one-stop shop for your school spirit wear and specialty gifts. As trying to wrap up the stats here tonight, as the totals on the scoreboard for both teams. Mercer County 12 runs on 13 hits. They had 3 errors tonight, left 4 runners on base. Danville had 2 runs on 4 hits, and 2 of those hits came in the first inning, but 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base. Mercer County pitching tonight struck out 6 batters, as their pitchers also faced 6 full counts here tonight. Danville struck out 2 batters, had 2 full counts from their pitchers, but the big difference tonight was Mercer just running the bases. I mean, they ran all night long. A couple of them you could say would be a wild pitch, and they advanced as a result of that, but overall, I had Mercer for 12 stolen bases, Danville with 3 stolen bases here tonight, as Mercer gets the victory to improve to 3-2 on the season. Go through individual stats. Lily Hart tonight, she scored 3 runs, had 2 hits. Ella Davis scored 2 runs and had 2 RBIs. Jaylee Bowman scored a run, had 3 RBIs. As well. Brooklyn Baker came in and also got a hit and an RBI. Ava Music scored 2 runs, had a triple tonight. Izzy Carlton had 2 base hits and drew a walk as well with an RBI. Mia Floro with a double, a single, and 2 RBIs tonight. Emery Thompson with a single as well as a run scored. Bella Rector had a single for her here tonight in a pinch hitting role. And Jayla Sanders scored a run tonight for Mercer County as well. As final score, Mercer County 12 and Danville 2. The 101 Business Solutions player of the game, as 101 Business Solutions can be the answer to your business and office needs, from printing to furniture, equipment, and office supplies. Visit 101 Business Solutions at the Harrodsburg Herald on Charles Street in Harrodsburg. Big time thank you for the great folks at 101 Business Solutions for being a sponsor of Mercer County Athletics. And tonight's 101 Business Solutions player and play of the game, as I'm going to go with Mia Floro, the senior tonight in the first inning, had a big double with an RBI that kind of brought in a huge run there in the first inning for Mercer County. Also had a single and an RBI in the second inning as well. So 2 for 2 on the night and had 2 RBIs, but as a catcher did a really big job, especially tonight in the third inning. Danville got their first 2 runners on base, and at that time it was 8-2, but Danville in the top of the third got their first 2 runners on base as a walk. Both of those runners moved up on a ground out, and then still had runners at first and second. The ground out came later, but both of the runners were thrown out at third base on steal attempts. So Mia Flora, the catcher, threw out consecutive runners as they were trying to steal third base, and a big-time play there in the third inning, which helped seal the deal and put Danville down then, and without scoring any runs in the third. Mercer held on the 8-2 lead. They come up in the bottom of the third, added 3 more runs to make it 11-2, and then got one in the fifth to make it a 12-2 run rule game after 5 innings. So that's going to wrap it up here tonight. Mercer will improve to 3-2 on the season with a victory here at home. Danville falls to 5-2 so far this season. Mercer County is back in action on Thursday night, as we will broadcast the game from home here, as Mercer will play host to Anderson County. First pitch scheduled at 6 p.m. So join us back on the Hometown Radio Network for Mercer County and Anderson County on Thursday night here from Mercer County High School. Tonight's game, again, brought to you by Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance in Harrodsburg. Big thanks to Jamie Dunn for all the sponsorships that he helps out with the Mercer County Athletic Program. Greatly appreciate Mr. Jamie Dunn. Thank you, sir. As a big thanks back to the studio, Mr. Jason helping me out here tonight, as always, doing a terrific job, and to our general manager, Robert Wagner. Thank you to all the sponsors for Mercer County softball this season for helping to bring their games across the Hometown Radio Network. So that's going to wrap it up here tonight. As final score on your Thompson Service Center scoreboard, Mercer gets the victory 12-2. Good night and God bless.
Mercer County softball on WHBN and HometownLive.net. Today's game is made possible by these sponsors: Ace Hardware and Power Rental, Thompson's Pharmacy, Harrodsburg Mercer County Tourist Commission, Mercer Outfitters, Shelter Insurance Agent Jamie Dunn, Dr. Jennifer Nichols Dentistry, DQ Grill and Chill, The Barber Shop, The Big Deals Online Store. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network and heard live on the internet at HometownLive.net.